Did you know that one of the richest people in the United States started life with nothing, living on the streets and depending on donations to survive? John Paul DeJoria, co-founder of the giants Paul Mitchell and Patrón spirits, not only overcame extreme poverty, but turned his story into one of the greatest examples of success and generosity in the world. In this video, you'll discover how he used willpower and a clear vision to build an empire, and what he learned along the way. Do you want to know the secret that made DeJoria rise from poverty to a billion-dollar fortune? So stay until the end to learn the surprising lessons he shares that can transform your life too. In the world of business and entrepreneurship, few names resonate with as much impact as John Paul DeJoria. He is a real example of someone who came from nothing and built an empire. DeJoria's trajectory is inspiring for anyone, as he not only overcame poverty, but also became one of the richest and most successful men in the United States. DeJoria is the co-founder of renowned companies such as Paul Mitchell and Patrón Spirits, and is widely known for his charisma, resilience, and strategic vision. But what makes a person rise from extreme poverty to impressive wealth? What is the secret that anyone can apply to transform their life? John Paul DeJoria was born into extremely humble circumstances. From an early age, he faced challenges that could have been the end for many. Raised in a disadvantaged environment, DeJoria ended up living on the streets and depending on charity to survive. These moments of difficulty served as a forge for his character, molding him with resilience and determination. Instead of resigning himself, he looked for ways to get out of the situation he found himself in, believing that it was possible to achieve something greater. And it was exactly this conviction that guided him on his upward trajectory. He believed that anyone, no matter how humble their origins, can change their destiny. The first major turning point in DeJoria's life came when he started working in sales. He realized that to be successful he needed to develop communication and persuasion skills. Working in sales was not only an opportunity for him to make money, but also a chance to better understand human behavior and learn how to deal with different types of people. He understood that success in sales, and in any other field, depends on the ability to build solid relationships and trust in one's own potential. With this new knowledge, he began to shape his approach and apply what he learned to each new situation. It was through this experience that DeJoria discovered that the most successful people are those who never give up, even when life gets difficult. He understood that perseverance is one of the most important qualities for anyone who wants to achieve success. On several occasions, he was rejected and faced countless no's. However, each refusal served as motivation for him to keep trying. This type of persistence is one of the most striking characteristics of people who rise from poverty and achieve wealth. DeJoria shows us that the key to success lies not only in the opportunities we find, but also in how we deal with adversity. When founding Paul Mitchell Systems, DeJoria faced major financial challenges. At first, he and his partner had almost no resources. They started with a very small investment and therefore had to be extremely careful with every financial decision. For DeJoria, the secret was maintaining trust and believing that the business had the potential to grow. He focused on creating high-quality products and building a brand that could earn customers' trust. His practical approach and commitment to excellence quickly brought results, transforming Paul Mitchell into a true success. Over time, DeJoria diversified his investments and expanded his empire by founding Patrón Spirits, a high-quality tequila brand. This new venture was yet another example of its ability to identify market opportunities and invest in underexplored segments. Patrón has quickly become one of the most well-known and respected brands in the beverage sector. This expansion demonstrated that DeJoria not only had business skills, but also a keen strategic vision to understand what consumers really wanted. He knew how to build brands that stood out and attracted public attention. One of the most striking points in DeJoria's philosophy is his view that success is not just how much you earn, but how much you give back. He has always been committed to philanthropic causes, donating part of his fortune to help those who need it most. This sense of social responsibility is a fundamental part of its legacy and reflects the vision that true success is that which transforms other people's lives for the better. For him, wealth is not just a matter of accumulating assets, but rather creating a positive impact on the world around you. For those looking for inspiration in John Paul DeJoria's story, the teaching is clear. Believing in yourself, being persistent and being willing to work hard are the essential steps for anyone who wants to achieve success. Even in the worst circumstances, he proved that it is possible to escape poverty and build a life of fulfillment and abundance. DeJoria teaches us that with courage, focus, and determination, anyone can turn their dreams into reality and leave a lasting legacy. But what else can we learn from John Paul DeJoria besides his story of overcoming and financial success? DeJoria teaches that, contrary to what many think, the path to wealth and success is not just based on hard work, but on a well-defined mindset and the ability to seize opportunities. He emphasizes the importance of adopting a long-term vision and not looking for shortcuts, as it is consistent actions over time that generate lasting results. For him, the difference between successful people and those who fail to advance is in their mentality. While many think about giving up at the first obstacles, people like DeJoria continue, believing that the true reward is further ahead. Another essential factor in DeJoria's success is the value he places on continuous learning. Even after achieving success, he never stopped learning and seeking to improve his skills. He believes that the business world is constantly changing and that it is necessary to adapt to new trends, understand consumer behavior, and innovate whenever possible. This ability to adapt is one of the secrets that have allowed their companies to continue growing over the years. Furthermore, he highlights the importance of learning from mistakes, as each failure carries valuable lessons. Instead of fearing mistakes, DeJoria sees them as opportunities to evolve and become more resilient. Generosity is one of John Paul DeJoria's pillars of life, and he reinforces that this is one of the most important characteristics for anyone who wants to be successful. Throughout his career, he has always maintained the conviction that success only makes sense if it can be shared. Therefore, DeJoria invests in social impact initiatives and defends the idea that businesses have a responsibility to give something back to society. Through his foundations and partnerships, he supports education projects, combating poverty, environmental preservation, and assistance to needy communities. For him, building wealth also means building a better world, and this vision inspires millions of people around the world to follow in his footsteps. In addition to his philanthropic contributions, DeJoria is known for his unique leadership style. He believes that a leader must be approachable, humble, and willing to listen to his team. In his companies, he has always valued open and transparent communication, which allows employees to feel part of the business and engage in the search for results. DeJoria understands that a company's success depends not only on its leaders, but on everyone who is part of it. His ability to motivate and inspire people around him is one of the reasons his companies are successful. He sees his employees as part of a big family, where each one plays a fundamental role in the growth of the business. In his talks and interviews, John Paul DeJoria shares a clear message: you have to have a vision and believe in it. According to him, many people give up on their dreams because they cannot see the potential in themselves or their projects. He believes it is essential to cultivate a clear vision of what you want to achieve and keep that image alive, even when things get difficult. This clarity of vision is what has kept him motivated over the years, allowing him to overcome the numerous challenges that have arisen on his journey. DeJoria teaches that without a clear vision, it is easy to lose your way, but with it, anyone can overcome difficulties and achieve success. Throughout his life, DeJoria faced several situations in which he was underestimated and discredited. However, he never allowed the opinions of others to limit his dreams. He believes that oftentimes, people around us may not see what we see and may try to discourage us. For him, it is essential to be true to yourself and believe in your own potential, regardless of the circumstances. That confidence is one of the elements that sets people like DeJoria apart. He understands that other people's opinions do not define who we are and that, by focusing on our objective, we can overcome any negativity. In short, John Paul DeJoria's story is an inspiring example that it is possible to rise from extreme poverty and build an empire based on strong values and ethics. He shows that with determination, vision, and generosity, anyone can achieve their dreams and leave a positive legacy. More than a businessman, DeJoria is a source of inspiration for everyone who believes in a world where success is measured not only by personal fortune, but by the impact we create in the lives of others. The final lesson he leaves is that, to become truly rich, it is necessary to also enrich the lives of those around us. John Paul DeJoria built his legacy not only on financial success, but also on a philosophy of life that inspires people around the world. For him, the concept of wealth goes far beyond money and material goods. True wealth, according to DeJoria, lies in the ability to positively impact people's lives, to create something lasting and to transform the surrounding environment. This thinking is what leads him to invest in initiatives that generate transformation and hope, showing that success is a consequence of a life guided by solid principles and a long-term vision. DeJoria deeply believes in the power of a positive mindset and perseverance. He often says that the difference between success and failure is how we face obstacles. On his journey, he faced countless challenges that could have demotivated him and led him to give up, but he always knew how to transform each difficulty into an opportunity for growth. This is a valuable lesson for anyone. Resilience and the ability to see beyond momentary problems are fundamental for anyone who wants to build something great. DeJoria emphasizes that it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up and move forward. Another point that DeJoria highlights in his philosophy is the importance of taking care of physical and mental health. He believes that success is meaningless if there is no balance in one's personal life. In interviews, he talks about the need to set aside time to take care of himself, whether through exercise, leisure time, or simply rest. Health is a precious asset and, without it, it is not possible to enjoy the fruits of work. For him, an entrepreneur needs to be physically and emotionally well to face everyday challenges and make strategic decisions. This self-care is essential to keep energy and motivation high. Spirituality also plays a significant role in John Paul DeJoria's life. He is known for valuing the connection with something greater and for always seeking a sense of purpose in his actions. DeJoria believes that by aligning our personal goals with values that positively impact the world, we can find an inexhaustible source of inspiration and determination. He considers that having a balanced spiritual life, whether through meditation practices, reflection, or any other means, is fundamental to staying centered and aware of the impact of our decisions. For him, spirituality is what helps us face challenges with wisdom and humility. When asked about the mistakes he has made throughout his life, DeJoria responds that each mistake has been a valuable lesson. He sees mistakes not as failures, but as learning opportunities that make him a better, more prepared leader. He believes that the fear of making mistakes is one of the biggest barriers to success, as it prevents people from taking risks and exploring new possibilities. DeJoria teaches that mistakes are part of the trajectory of anyone seeking success, and that the important thing is to learn from them and move forward with more wisdom. This teaching is especially relevant for entrepreneurs, who often face the fear of failure. One of the strategies DeJoria uses in her business is simplicity. In a complex corporate world full of bureaucratic processes, he values direct and practical approaches. For him, simplicity means focusing on what really matters and avoiding wasting time and resources on unnecessary issues. DeJoria argues that by simplifying operations and focusing on what is essential, it is possible to achieve better results and ensure business efficiency. This principle is especially valuable for small entrepreneurs, who often have limited resources and need to do the most with the least. In addition to his role as a businessman and philanthropist, John Paul DeJoria is also a strong supporter of social entrepreneurship. He believes that companies have the power and responsibility to help solve social problems. For him, businesses that operate with a purpose go beyond generating profits. They have the potential to transform communities and improve people's lives. That's why he supports initiatives aimed at social entrepreneurship, encouraging other companies to adopt sustainable practices and invest in causes that make a difference. DeJoria views business success not as a goal in isolation, but as a means of creating a positive impact on the world. DeJoria's story shows that leadership is not a matter of position or power, but rather of example and inspiration. He is known for being an approachable leader who genuinely cares about the well-being of his team and who values the opinion of each employee. In his companies, he has always encouraged a culture of respect and empathy, where people feel motivated and valued. DeJoria believes that a successful company is one that invests in its employees and provides them with opportunities for growth and development. This humanized leadership approach is one of the differentiators that have made their companies true market references. On several occasions, DeJoria has highlighted the importance of setting an example and leading with integrity. For him, a leader must be the first to act in accordance with the values he defends, as it is his actions that inspire the team. He believes that ethics and transparency are essential to building a relationship of trust with employees and customers. Throughout his career, DeJoria has always made a point of maintaining an ethical stance and showing that it is possible to be successful without compromising one's values. This stance reflects your commitment to responsible and inspiring leadership. Finally, John Paul DeJoria leaves a clear message for those seeking success and personal fulfillment. Be authentic and believe in your potential. In a world where people are often led to follow standards and seek approval from others, he reinforces that it is essential to be true to yourself. DeJoria is an example that authenticity and self-confidence are essential ingredients for building a life of success and meaning. He teaches that, regardless of circumstances, each person has the power to create their own story and turn their own dreams into reality. When looking at John Paul DeJoria's trajectory, we see a living example that success is not a destination, but a journey of learning, overcoming, and contributing. He shows us that it is possible to emerge from adverse conditions and achieve great things, as long as we are willing to work hard, believe in ourselves, and maintain a positive and generous outlook towards the world. DeJoria's story is a powerful reminder that even in the most difficult times, persistence, ethics, and the desire to make a difference can lead us to achieve the impossible. So, what did you think of John Paul DeJoria's inspiring career? He proved that with determination, vision, and a resilient mindset, anyone can change their destiny, regardless of where they started. If you want more content that helps you discover the secrets of big names in success and practical tips to apply in your daily life, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any content. Leave your comment about which part of DeJoria's story inspired you the most. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.